Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode here. We have a 3 versus 3 Battle Zones game, and we are playing Mid War, um, which is a bit different. This was a late night join, random lobby, so no idea what we're getting into. Um, Playing as the Axis, and we're playing on the Wotan map. Looks like we got the middle spawn right off the bat. So I am sending my guys out towards the middle, but I'm actually watching this back, and I do notice in the game as well, um, a little backwards because of how low I've been. Recorded this the other night, and clearly you can see I am trying to push all the way to the south. And then I do realize, and we're gonna correct that issue. Good thing I was looking at the mini map, and we're gonna get the boys going out to the center instead. So we are playing as the irregular doctrine. I wanted to actually test out the 21 centimeter Nebelwerfer in a full length game after doing my Nebelwerfer breakdown guide. Mid war, I don't usually play that often, so I wanted to just see kind of how it runs in an actual game. So the game plan from the start is to work up to the Nebel, and I think this should be a pretty decent map for it, especially with us going for center. We do get there first because the recon guys, I've got them split up pretty nicely on this side, and we do have a massive squad coming in. Looks to be an American player, so we'll see who that is shortly. But because we do have two squads here, we've got pretty decent positioning getting both of these squads up. And we did also send a guy out to help cap this point, and I'm gonna ping that far side because we do need our teammate rushing out there to cap that as well. We don't want to give that up if we can. Looks like we've got Luftwaffe. It's a nice grenade on us right there. Somehow the rifle grenade does survive, though. We got him healed up. We're going to bring up a 251. Get that thing out here quick. So we're going up against Luft, who, if I'm not mistaken, is a World War II reenactor, I believe. I believe he's a content creator for Gates. Although I checked his channel out and I didn't really see much Gates of Hell stuff on it. But does do quite a bit of reenacting, which is cool. Do get a nice nade there for one. Second grenade gets the entirety of his infantry. So we effectively clear most of the infantry here. Looks like he's got some stragglers. Looks like we got a T30, T40 coming up on that right flank towards our ally. And we'll pull up another Panzergren squad. Get these guys up. Pulling out the rifles on any of the rifle grenadiers and just using the rifle grenades themselves. And as always, I do split off the MG and the ammo bearer just for convenience so that the ammo automatically goes into the MG42 when the gunner runs out. If you didn't know, it will actually auto pull ammo from the squad as long as they are combined still. So very handy. That's why I always split them off at the beginning. And the hotkey for what I do is either shift click on the image, or once I've broken them out, you can just kind of click and drag, either or. But we do have the 251 up. I see a lone sniper who's starting to pick apart our guys. There's no infantry. Guess they got the MG gunner here, so I'll just grab the ammo. But it's a lone sniper, so I'm gonna push him. Feels pretty common tactical, I'd say, realism here. Lone sniper out in a trench. Does have a squad coming up. Sniper did dip down. Ooh, we tank a rifle grenade. Tries to throw a grenade, but he's short because of the trench. And I'm going to rush up this guy. Considering his head's down, this is perfect real tactics here. Throw a smoke at him to give him some cover. Throw a nade. He gets up, runs away, he gets shredded. He's got more guys back there, so I'm going to get the half truck out, and we are at tier 1, so I'll get my own sniper. Oh, and what do you know? Yeah, it's not kind. We'll hit him with a love you, man. Regardless. I don't really know what the point of that is. Oh, nice. Love that. But we do go down to his tier 1 DP buy, so he does get revenge. I'm going to pull out the MG42 from the track. Trying to see what I can get here to counter that. Nothing really. Could have gotten a BT, but I preferred the sniper. We've got a pretty big hole over here, so I'm going to take a couple of the guys from this side and get them over into that point and start causing some mischief, if I can. We'll see how far we can get over there. If we can start decapping, that'd be huge. Looks like we might have a clear path. And he misses with a bazooka. We do take him out. Looks like there's a Valentine from a Brit player now coming up at us. And we are decapping, so pretty cool. 2 guys gets us the weight. We'll push up the MG42 team. Or actually, it's a 34. Got a squad lead there. The Valentine's coming. I'm going to try to pick up the bazooka. It's not loaded. His 37 mil in the back just one pops us. I'm going to get the belt fed up from the track on this guy, but I'm going to crawl him back, and I'm going to try to reposition the sniper to a better spot. The Valentine there, it's probably not worth being as close as he was. We probably have some AT options at this point, but we can kind of tank this for now. You have a light Soviet tank coming up and a bunch of infantry from Luft, it looks like, to try to reinforce this point, because it did push into a 4-to-1 cap. And we're going to try with the rifle grenades to maybe do something to the Valentine. And we have a really nice position here in the center. He's able to get guys in, but they don't stay in very long. We can see the only real thing he can do is just prone. And our rifle grenades just, they're landing right behind, which is great. We are unfortunately out of AT heat grenades on that right rifle grenadier. Trying to see if I can get a line of sight on the guys behind that cover. There should be at least 2 more there. And for now, we'll pull up a Stern Pioneer. Get a flamer up. Still don't really have line of sight with a sniper, so I'm going to move him. And I'm thinking about getting a Panzer III J at this point to try to deal with the Valentine. And I'm going to go for it. We could have waited for the F1, but I think the J will be just as good. Maybe not as good as Infantry Killer, but still decent. And it's a little cheaper anyway. But yet again, pulling out the MG42s. Please get them in the back. Spamming smokes so that these guys will push into the point and hopefully not take too much damage. Do pull out the flamer as well, because I do want to micro him directly. We're going to try to clear as much of the point as possible. And we do also have a recon squad coming up as well. S3 is going at the Valentine. Or bouncing though. Plane coming in somewhere. Looks like it's over on the left though. Looks like we're doing some work to that Valentine. Might be tracked now. A little bit of lag. Man, we've got the boys up far enough that I'm going to try to flame now. Wanted to try to bring down, it's like coop, chicken coop, I guess. But unfortunately, we do die to a grenade. He's definitely tracked, so I'm going to use one of my planes as I do save up for usually a couple when I go the irregular doctrine, just in case. And that should hopefully wipe the Valentine completely. Ooh, looks like a field gun. Ooh. Plane also gets Luft's 37 mil GMC, so that's fantastic. Wasn't even aiming for it. And now we have a T-35 coming up, so that'll be pleasant to deal with, to say the least. I'm sure it's going to come to the middle. We'll be on a limited timer here, at the very least in the center for now. We're at 2 minutes to tier 2 though, so I do have options. Ton of infantry that we do have to contend with here. Looks like it's a combination of Iron Wolf and Luft. And the boys have been able to hold quite a few points, thankfully. So we've got a 4-3 lead, but we're already up to 808, which is great. So we have an M10 joining the T-38. The field howitzer also has finally made it up to the point. But will be annoying. Probably going to chip away at our infantry very well. Trying to back up to get out of the vision of that M10, but unfortunately do get turreted. He does bounce though. trying to get back. We do get turned around, but we do go clean through. 2 guys do die, though, from the crew. I'm going to pull the sniper back. Pull Panzer III back as well. We immediately call in the SIG. 15cm SIG howitzer. Because that will not only clear the infantry, but that will also clear that T-38 if it's still alive. T-35, I mean, not T-38. T-35 M1938, I guess we could say. Apologies for the slip. That's Fallschirmjäger coming in. They should be able to reinforce this point. And our buddies, Panzer IV, is going head-to-head with the T-35. We're going to smoke out, get into the point. Thankfully, these guys come with a crazy amount of smokes, so I'm throwing as many as possible. I'm going to try to loop the SIG around, although we do get stuck in the building. And then I'm trying to get out of the way, but we're kind of janked up here. Can't even do anything with either of them. Neither of them want to move. Finally, we do get the SIG free. Shot does take out the T-35. Panzer III-J is up and running. And looking at the mini-map, I do see a anti-tank TD, tank destroyer of some type over on that far left. So my initial thought here, as soon as I saw that, I wanted to bring the Panzer III over to see if we might be able to sneak a flank on that. And if it is Luft's M10, I will be very happy to take that out, as he does return the favor on the SIG, and thankfully only decrews it, but we'll get some crew up. Knew the rough location of that M10. At this point, I am just trying to end his fun for those comments. I'm desperately trying to spot this thing as I come over the hill. It's like we got a gun of some type, but we do see it. And we do cook that thing off. So one shot. M10 goes down to Panzer III. He had blown the guy out of the SDK of Z10, but we do recrew it, thankfully. We are going to get the SIG out of there. We'll pull back the Panzer III as well. Mission accomplished so far. And we're back to holding a 4-2 lead and resetting this clock towards their eventual loss, hopefully. Could have been a very casual game, but after that comment, those comments, you know, anything goes, right? Anything goes. I don't think I've ever played against him in any capacity whatsoever. So, you would think someone that reenacts would know, you know, proper military procedure. Not even procedure, I guess, but, you know, tactics. So, I don't know why he's getting mad. That's his fault for putting a sniper in a trench. With no infantry support, but I digress. We'll use the SIG, start clearing out some of this infantry. Looks like they got a plane coming in to bomb the Panzer IV, so unfortunately that will go down. Looks like he brought up a light mortar. Pretty close to the point, so we're going to try to bring the sniper around and see if we can deal with that. They have a very convenient hole in between the 2 points where we're just kind of able to get infantry up, and including our sniper, and obviously tanks. So map positioning for them could have been reworked, I would say. They had opportunities. We have a Churchill coming over on the left. There's been a light tank just sitting up on that southwest corner for a while, not really pushing our guys. Haven't seen much action there, unfortunately. But with our surplus MP, we will pull up a Panzer IV. We're going to bring it over to the left to try to help out our teammate who is playing as the Finns. So lighter armor, not much AT capability, especially in mid-war. Probably not much to deal with the Churchill especially. So we'll bring him over there and try to help out. Sniper is firing but missing. Mountain snipers with the Gewers are, or Gewehr, I believe it's pronounced. My German friends in the comments can correct me if they'd like, but I do believe it's pronounced Gewehr. As Luft gets yet another lucky shot with the 105. Thing is just on point, decrewing me. But the mountain snipers, from what I've seen with the Gewehr, they are hit or miss. And it doesn't do as much damage, obviously. So usually it's like a 2-shot to, like we can see there. 2 shots actually kill a guy, but semi-auto, 10 rounds. Takes a minute, but it will do its work. So we'll have to recrew the SIG. We do have a guy around here, so we'll get him in. We still have a very good position in the center. Not really much to worry about at the moment. It's playing very passive. And this was technically pre update, so there's no vaulting yet. We gotta be careful of the T-34 off in the distance, but we're gonna try to go for the Churchill. We do have a flank technically right now. We do get hit with a cruise shock though. The second one does take us out. SIG is just short. The Panzer IV is going up. We'll send the crew in to help cap the point at the very least. And we will try to get another shot on this Churchill. Mountain Sniper's doing okay. Pestering. That's what I wanted to do at this point. The SDK of Z10 decides to mess around and get caught on the SIG. Great. Churchill is decrewed. We do overshoot it. I was trying to finish it off. And teammate does lose an AT gun there, which which is unfortunate. Left has his mortar back up, but it looks like he's actually out of ammo and just firing off some Willie Pete. And we'll pull up a lieutenant into the center to spot. I do see another M10. You have a Panzer IV here. I'm going to bring over the J to kind of help out if I can. This mortar is still up, so we'll try to take him out. And he's all of a sudden got cap weight in the center. Haven't seen much infantry come through, although most of my guys are prone. So it's likely that it's an officer that's doing it, one or two at the very least. But we are officially about 4 minutes away from tier 3. And we will get the 21 centimeter Nebelwerfer, not SIG, to really clear off this point. But we do also have some more Fallschirmjäger coming in. Cream of the crop infantry for us. We'll smoke them out. Gotta get the officer into a position to really spot where he's coming into the point. We got a gas truck hanging around. We're just short again. Try to see what that was. I thought it was an officer. It is. It's a captain. So he's got at least one in the center. And I'm going to throw a plane on it. Because of the artillery, I doubt he's thinking I'm going for the officer. I'd assume he probably will think I'm going for the 105, and he's going to get that out of the way, but not the captain. And we do see the 105 moving. And we take out the foxhole, but we don't actually kill him, which is kind of crazy. We'll bring over the SIG, try to help out clearing this. And I'm trying to see if I can respot to see if they've moved. We do catch him. And now I'm doing the F6 command, which is, attack ground with the binos on the officer on the tree. So it's going to act as a spotlight and just showcase pretty much everything in its vicinity underneath it. So we do get a pretty good glimpse. We're hitting a bit of lag, unfortunately, which is rare for me. I don't know why we got that spike right there. But we're spiking again right here. Did not move the officers. He's now doing it. We get one. And there is still another. So he had two in. So he's lost one, which is a huge issue. I'm going to try to finish him off right here. Throw this nade a little short. I was a little scared of the guys on the right. So he could prevent this. Goes short, does force him up though, and the second nade lands right in, and then we get a huge lag spike, but it's actually victory because defeated 0. Really weird pings though, but yeah, good game, and we immediately get kicked. I understand why that was. Someone was not a little happy, although it was Iron Wolf's lobby, as we can see at the bottom, but GG's Luft. Glad we could finish that one out, man. No hard feelings if you do see this, but hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for more awesome content coming up soon.